Welcome back to another episode of the Streetpreneur Podcast. I'm Melvin McNeil, and I'm your host. And today I have another great guest, and she has an idea, a concept that is very unique and is very niche marketed. And I want to talk a little bit about those who've had a bad experience in a restaurant with someone, the waitress giving them, I'm going to say, dirty silverware, and the person really had to send it back and give it to the waitress to bring out some clean utensils. And this young lady came up with the concept that she wanted to make a change for individuals who've had a bad experience at restaurants or in general with utensils. So she created her own concept. She has her own brand that she's really pushing. And I want to welcome Taj Noir to the show. Welcome to the Streetpreneur Podcast.
Thank you so much.
All right. Tell us a little bit about where you're from. First of all, how you feel today?
I am feeling great. That was a good intro. I like that.
Okay. Thank you. That's my job. That's what I do. All right. So tell us a little bit about your background.
Okay, so I am from Tallahassee, Florida, one time from my city. I've been in Atlanta for almost 3 years. The 29th will be 3 years. And I just been I initially came up here to build my business, and that's exactly what I'm doing with my networking.
Okay. You know I ain't going to let you just get away from Tallahassee like that. So tell us a little bit about what school you went to. I know it's home for Pete Payne. Have you met him? Tell us what was it like for you growing up in Tallahassee?
So Tallahassee it's a small town. I went to O'Reilly Elementary. I also went to Fairview. My mom moved around, so we end up moving to Miami. Then we came back, and I was always a business owner. So when I had 2 jobs at 16, I graduated at 16. I had 2 jobs at 16, 2 jobs at 17, 2 jobs at 18, and that's when I started my first business venture.
2 jobs, that's a lot.
I know.
Two jobs. Wait a minute now.
Hustling. Like, I was hustling, and because I was doing that, it was easier for me to realize, like, okay, yeah, I got a little bread to be my age, but I had no time. So then I realized that I wasn't chasing the money. I was chasing the freedom of it.
Oh, okay. And what was one of your first business ventures that you decided to go into?
So my first business venture was Exotic 8. It was an online boutique. At first, it was predominantly sunglasses. That's what I started off with. Okay. And then it went to swimsuits and purses and apparel, hair, lashes, the whole shebang.
Okay. And what would you say some of the lessons that you learned from that business? Even though I know you ran, how many years did you operate that business?
I did that until like 23, so maybe like 5 years. I stopped it when I moved to Atlanta because everybody was doing it, so I wanted to do something different.
Right, but you learned a lot about sales. You learned a lot about wholesaling, merchandising.
Yeah, I learned a lot about what not to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I wasn't pushing everything to my business. I wasn't tracking my amounts when it was small. So if I was, asking for an investor, I don't even know where my money was going. I wasn't really promoting on any type of social media except Facebook. And most of the time, it was more in-person sales than it was like e-commerce. So when I moved here, I had to basically start over. But then I realized I didn't want to do clothes anymore.
Oh, okay. Have you always had that entrepreneur drive, that spirit?
Yes. I mean, my grandma, we have like a flea market there, and my grandma used to go to the flea market all the time when I was young, and that's the areas that we went to the flea market all the time.
Oh, okay.
My auntie, she hand paint earrings. She never had a job. She literally could put your face on some earrings. Right. So I have always been around entrepreneurship.
Right. A lot of hustlers.
Yeah, a lot of hustlers.
That's good. That's a good thing. Yeah. That also motivates you and inspires you to do what you do.
Yeah.
Okay. So why the move to Atlanta?
So like I said, my mom, she did move around a lot. One of the places that we did move to was Atlanta. She asked me after the 5th grade, she said, where you want to move to? You want to go to Los Angeles or you want to go to Atlanta? I said Atlanta. So we came to Atlanta. I went to Sequoia Middle School and Campbell Middle School. And I always, like, every time she moved somewhere, she didn't move in the city.
Oh, okay.
Like, I wanted to move in the city so bad. I wanted my own room. I just wanted that lifestyle for me at 10 years old, at 12 years old. So because she never moved to a city when we ended up moving away, I still had that thing, like, I want to move back to Atlanta, to the city.
Oh, okay. So your new business, tell us what inspired you to launch that particular company, because it's very unique. Nobody else, you're the first entrepreneur that I know that's in that particular market. So tell us about the experience and what gave you the idea to start this.
So what gave me the idea? So
I know it's a backstory. Right.
Yeah. So back to when I was doing Exotic 8. Like I said, everybody was selling clothes, and I wanted to do something different. But everybody was selling the same thing, especially when I moved to Atlanta. You can go to these hair stores and get exactly what I'm selling. Mm-hmm. So I just started in October of 2022, so 3 months ago.
Right.
And I wanted to do something that nobody else was doing, but I felt like I was filling a gap. But I didn't want it to be too weird, but I wanted it to be like different, but the different that you didn't know that you need. Mm-hmm. So I'm one of those people that's asking for plastic, or I'm asking for the hot water, or I'm mad because my cutlery is dirty and I send it back. So I'm like, maybe I can sell some cutlery. Sounds crazy, right?
Right.
So I did my research. I found my vendor, and I actually ordered them. They sat for 2 months because I'm like, maybe I should just give Exotic 8 a chance. Maybe I shouldn't give up on it. Maybe I should just try to rebrand and put the things that I learned from the last time. Right. But it wasn't given. I went to a restaurant, and somebody was like, this is a genius idea. I was like, this. She's like, you got your own cutlery? I'm like, yeah. She's like, this is a genius idea. And that spoke to me. Okay. So I went on a date, and he was like, I'm not going to lie, this some bougie stuff, but this is nice as heck. Right. So we end up, I took heed of that. I was soaking that in, and I was like, hey, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna see how I go.
Did you let your friends, or I know you did it with strangers, so you just mentioned you were on a date, but how else did you market the concept? I mean, did you just go into restaurants? How did you first pitch it, or did you just tell family and friends about the concept? And some people like, I ain't feeling that. What you doing walking around with that? so just keep it
like
real.
I know for a fact that it's a lot of people that's just like me, that ask for the plastic cutlery, ask for whatever. Right. I have a lot of people, a lot of supporters on my Facebook. Okay. Everybody on my Facebook I absolutely love. Okay. I can sell them some water. They gonna buy it. Right. They love me. I love them too. Okay. So when I first started, my main thing was I played with it a little bit. So before I ordered it, I kind of like, look at this, or like, how you feel about this? Right. And I kind of was like getting insights like that.
Just getting feedback.
Mm-hmm. And people was like, oh my God, I want the blue one. Oh my God, I want the pink one. Oh my God, let me know when you drop. So then, like I said, I didn't want to do it because I'm like, I don't want to feel like a giver-upper with Exotic 8. So I kind of just like canceled that out for a little bit. And then I went to it.
Okay. So how would you describe, who are your clientele? Is it mostly women? Is it mostly business owners? Who would you say are your direct clients?
I feel like my direct clients is restaurant-goers. Okay. For the most part, it's not. Most people say it's predominantly a woman thing, but I'm pretty sure it's some dudes out there that has the same issue. Hey, can I get some plastic? And I have colors for dudes that don't want to be, seem too bougie, but they gonna be bougie because that's just the lifestyle. Right. And it's also for the people that just want the experience. I would hope that if I'm going to an expensive restaurant, I'm not receiving dirty utensils. So when it comes to people that's going to those type of restaurants, then I just want it to be an experience for them. To be able to feel how it feels like, oh no, I'm good. Right. I got my own cutlery. That feels nice.
Right. And for its marketing, let's kind of touch on that. I know you touched on it through social media that you do, mainly your marketing.
Yeah.
So if I'm a restaurant owner and we're just using this for an example, how would you approach me? Would you come inside my location? Hey, my name is Taj, and I have this product I would like to show you that I think you need to carry in your restaurant. So how would you approach a restaurant owner?
So the way I would approach a restaurant owner is I would definitely shoot an email first.
Okay.
I would shoot an email. I would pitch to you, hey, I have this product.
Okay.
It don't have to be something to integrate into your POS system, even though that's my end goal. Right. But I want to introduce you to this product. So I email you first. I don't hear most of the time you don't really hear nothing back.
Right.
I'm going to call. Oh, send it to me email. I'll send it to your email.
Okay.
Nothing. And then you just go and show them. The product speaks for itself.
Right.
So, like, I don't really have to say too much.
Right.
Most of the time, people see this is a genius idea because there's so many people that offers, that asks for, plastic cutlery.
Right. I would think it'd work better in person.
Yeah.
If you have your sales team going out in person.
Yeah, because it's like, it's one of those things, like I said, one of those things, that you didn't know you need until you see it. And it's just like, oh, man, I need that. I want that. Oh, that color is great.
Right.
Like,
so let's touch on manufacturing and not necessarily manufacturing, but vendors.
Yeah.
Who do you contact in order to purchase the product for your wholesalers, or what companies are you using for as suppliers?
That's a secret. That's definitely a secret.
Wait, okay. We won't.
I can't give you the.
All right, we won't name drop. We won't name drop. But just kind of tell us how has the experience been? Have they been on time with their delivery, or
my vendor is
do you purchase bulk orders?
Yeah.
Or?
So I'm ordering like 150 sets every time.
Oh, okay.
And they selling out fast. Like, I do a lot of pop-up shops too, so they selling out fast. My vendor is amazing. I don't have any issues. Sometimes you will get like a case where they have like a crack case because of the shipping, but they'll just throw some extra ones with different colors in there just in case I have to replace it. So my vendor is amazing. I'm looking forward to doing great things with my vendor. I want to collab and actually get the case manufactured with like a whole full design. Okay. So I'm looking forward to doing all of that too. My vendor is amazing.
Okay.
Like,
do you use one vendor, or do you have like a couple vendors? Just in the, you ain't got to name. You got to name them.
No, that's a good question. That's not laughing
because more than one backup.
Yeah,
because something happens.
Yeah, it bought an experience. It bought something up.
Yeah.
So I have two vendors, right?
Right.
I use one vendor to order from, and I use the other vendor as a backup. Right. I never use the other vendor. But in this particular time, I had a pop-up shop, and I was trying to get it faster than with my vendor turnaround time. Yeah. So they supposedly had a faster turnaround time. I kid you not, that second vendor said if you was ordering from somebody, you might as well order from them again.
Ooh.
I said, well, I'm trying to order from you now. Why does it matter if I don't order from somebody else?
Right, because they want the whole account. They just want you to purchase everything.
Give me a better deal. Okay. Drop the price.
Right. Let's talk about product line.
Yeah. Let's
talk about product line. So far, right, as of currently, you're doing what, spoons and forks? Or?
Yeah, so spoons and forks comes with knife, straw, spoon, fork, a bench straw, chopsticks, the whole shebang. Okay. I do want to release a product for the seafood lovers. Okay. When you want to go to the oyster bars, you need the, what is it called?
I can't think of it. I know what you're talking about.
So you need a little oyster spoon. So I do want to release like a seafood travel thing that you could take with you.
Right.
Okay. For the crab lovers.
Okay. What about glassware?
I haven't really got to that point. Somebody was like, well, if you talking about the germs from the utensils, well, what about the plates that you use at the restaurant, and what about the glass? And I'm like, the whole ideal is not to officially eliminate germs, because that's just impossible. Right. But we do have levels for our bodies that we can tolerate before we actually get sick. So it's just to minimize that. So I don't really know if I'm gonna go more so into like a travel glassware. Maybe it'll be like some type of home collection in the future. I never know. But right now we just keeping it real simple.
Okay.
To the cutlery and the utensils.
So I know there's changes in your industry.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to touch on disposable plant-based products. What do you think about that? And then also something called disposable wooden culinary.
Okay, so wooden cutlery is nasty.
Right.
Nasty.
I tried it at the airport.
Yeah.
I was in a
Did
restaurant
you like
in the airport and they served me the straw. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, like and the not gonna get me wrong, I'm very big on
saves them money and it's for the environment.
Yes, I'm not going. I am very big on the environment. I have a daughter. Right. We use 40 billion pieces of cutlery a year, plastic cutlery a year. Okay. That just goes straight to landfills because it's too small, it's too contaminated. They can't do nothing with it. Of course. I feel like the biodegradable ones is good, but it's tasteless. Don't nobody like it, you know? Yeah. So the ideal is to have the food grade stainless steel where you can continue to reuse it, and it's actually a high quality. Right. The wooden ones is horrible because it split. It's just so much into that. Okay. And it's the stainless steel is the best one.
Okay. So how do you feel about? I know over in China, the environmentalists in China, they encourage their consumers, the general public, to use chopsticks. Yeah. Why do you feel that the U.S. doesn't encourage Americans to use more disposable cutlery?
That's a great question. I don't know, because the chopsticks in China, they use that for everything. They use it to eat rice. They use it to, and then even just like wooden chopsticks, you could just throw that to the ground and it's gonna decompose. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't make the rules. I just go by them.
Yeah. So, like I said, we touched on them. For its growth and scaling, where do you see your company growth? I'm going to say in maybe 3 years from now, from between 3 to 5, where do you like to be? Where
in 3 years, it's going to be
that
crazy.
Time frame? Is there any like new departments you want to open up, or you trying to expand your marketing to other? You want it to be nationwide, or are we talking?
Oh, so my idea is to change the whole dynamic of dining. I'm gonna put that out there. Okay. I want everybody, not just for of course for the environment, but I also wanted to just elevate any dining experience that you would have. You get a different feeling when you use the cutlery. When you bring your own cutlery, once you feel that experience, I have people say, I didn't even want to eat no more because I forgot my cutlery at home. Like, I want to change the dynamic of dining, and I think in 3 years it's going to be crazy. Like, I think I got an investor, so it's going to be crazy.
Okay. Let's touch on retail. Mm-hmm. Is that something in the near future you would like to have them placed at maybe Target stores, Walmart? Let's kind of talk about your growth with that.
I really haven't thought about that because one of my things is the luxury, so I don't want to put it into like Walmart with it, like take it out. Yeah, I want it to be like an exclusive thing, kind of like you know how Louis and Gucci is. Yeah. So I don't really want to like take away from like the type of experience or thing that I'm trying to market and provide. Oh, okay. So I feel like
picture it being in Lennox.
Put me in Lennox.
Nordstrom.
Put me in Lennox. Put me next to the Gucci purses.
Okay. I got you. That's a great marketing.
Yeah, put me in Saks Fifth.
Right. I can see that. I can envision that. Yeah. For who your consumer. I mean, people want to know that. Yeah. So right now, where can consumers purchase your product? Where can they purchase it?
So you can go to www.togo is TOGO Cutlery.com, and the Instagram is Togo Cutlery as well. So make sure you guys connect with me.
Okay. Is there anything else as far as new projects you're working on? You kind of touched on it already. Yeah, you kind of touched on it.
Not like I said, I do think I have an investor, so I'm excited about that. Okay. And I hope that everybody that watches podcast just go and think about the detrimentals that plastic can do to the planet, especially if you have kids, because they have to live here, you know?
Right.
When you leave, they have to leave here. Your grandkids have to live here. So we have to take care of the environment while we can, before it's too late.
Right. And what has been some of your greatest lessons that you learned in this business, while doing this business, some of the mistakes that you made?
Doing it when it's uncomfortable. Okay. Doing it when it's uncomfortable, doing it when I'm tired, doing it when I'm afraid.
Right.
Just taking the initiative to actually move to where I want to go. Because everybody can say, oh, I want to be this and I want to be this, but they're not doing it when they're afraid. They're not doing it when it's uncomfortable. That's like one of the things, pulling myself out my comfort zone, going to these networking events, doing it when I'm too tired, showing up when I feel like I just don't want to because I want to lay down. Like, that's when it's going to count, when you don't feel like doing it. That's where the discipline come in at.
Okay. Did you bring one of your samples today?
I actually
we would definitely like to take a look at it. Let the world see it.
Okay, so this is called my Rive set. It is a Rive Truce. Mm-hmm. So it is a red set. It comes in this cute little case right here. And then, let's see. It's all in a, so it will initially come into like, you know, this when you first get it. Okay. And you just kind of like pull it out. So this is like the fork.
Okay, I like that. The packaging is very professional.
The packaging is nice, but the packaging is about to go crazy. You hear me?
Right.
I'm gonna redesign like the mesh bag and stuff. I'm gonna rechange. Okay. This gonna stay the same, but this gonna be a little different, and I'm probably gonna play with this a little bit. But it's
the case, right?
Yes. So this is the fork.
That's nice.
And then, like I said, it comes with a knife, fork, spoon, straight straw, bench straw, chopsticks, the whole little dining experience that you need. Right. But if you eating the crabs, then you just gotta wait a little bit.
Right. And how much can they purchase it for?
So the sets are $40 right now. So get them while they're $40.
Okay. And give them one more time where to purchase it.
So make sure you guys go purchase on www.togo cutlery.com and follow the Instagram at Togo Cutlery.
Okay. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank Mrs. Noir for coming out today and introducing you to her unique design concept, which is a luxury brand in a luxury market. And we want to thank you for coming out today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. And I look forward to doing another interview. I like this. This is nice.
All right. I want you to get accustomed to it. Thank you for tuning in today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. And again, that's Streetpreneur Network. And we look forward to seeing you again next week with some more upcoming entrepreneurs who are definitely making their mark in business. Thank you.
Thank you.